Going into space, there is another planet called Proxima B. Its temperature is very similar to Earth's, and it is in the habitable zone of its star, Proxima Centauri. After the Sun, this star system is the closest to our own, which makes it very interesting. This red dwarf star is 4.23 light-years away from our Sun, making it a good target for studying the universe. Researchers and space enthusiasts alike are interested in Proxima B because it has conditions similar to those on Earth. Thanks to recent advances in technology, in particular the new James Webb Space Telescope, cosmologists have been able to detect the light coming from the exoplanet Proxima B. This discovery could be proof that the planet is inhabited by aliens and has sparked interest in the idea that there could be life beyond Earth. But this is just one of the many exciting things the James Webb Space Telescope could show us. Looking forward to what our new telescope might find on Proxima B makes us think a lot about the idea of sending humans to this very distant world. Stay tuned as we learn more about this strange find from the James Webb Space Telescope. If you're interested in keeping up with the latest news about the world and all its amazing things, you might want to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date. Don't forget to like this video and turn on the bell icon. What is an asteroid? A planet orbiting a star other than our Sun is called an exoplanet. This means that it is not in our solar system. Most people are more interested in Proxima B than any of the other exoplanets that scientists have studied. The star it orbits, Proxima Centauri, is a red dwarf, which means it is relatively cool, with a temperature of 2,872 degrees Celsius. It has much less mass than the Sun and emits only 0.1 times as much light. Proxima B is very close to its star, which is important because it is in the habitable zone, an area where life might be possible for us. This zone is usually where flowing water can be found on the surface of a planet, which is necessary for life. The characteristics of Proxima B are eerily similar to those of Earth. For example, it has continents, oceans, and perhaps even life. Northern lights could give the planet's atmosphere a greenish color because of the strong flares coming from its star. These flares from stars create a complicated magnetic field that could cause strange things to happen in the atmosphere. Proxima B is tidally locked, which means that the planet always faces its star from the same side. This is similar to the way the Moon orbits the Earth. This creates a strange situation where life might be better. The surface temperature of Proxima B could be anywhere from -90 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius, which would mean a lot of different situations. It takes about 11 Earth days to orbit Proxima Centauri, which means that years are much shorter there than here. In addition, Proxima B has a gravity that is about 1.3 times that of Earth. This could have an effect on any life forms that might grow there. However, scientists are still not sure what Proxima B's atmosphere is made of. If it exists, it could contain important things like water, carbon dioxide, and various minerals needed for the biochemical processes that keep life going. Although Proxima B is getting a lot of attention, it is still very difficult to send manned missions there because of how far away it is. There is now a project called Breakthrough Starshot, backed by billionaire Yuri Milner. The aim of this project is to build nanoprobes that can travel at 20% of the speed of light. These probes would be built to travel to Proxima Centauri, giving us a unique opportunity to study our nearby star system up close. These nanoprobes are thought to be able to travel at around 16,000 kilometers per second, which means they could reach Proxima Centauri in a few decades. A mission like this could help future generations learn a lot by solving puzzles about Proxima Centauri and its interesting neighbor, planet Proxima B. What do you think these nanoprobes might find when they get there? It's interesting that we're already getting signals from Proxima Centauri. The world is also very close to its star, which causes huge temperature changes during the day. One side is very hot, and at night it's very cold. These big temperature changes could have a big effect on the planet's ability to support life. Because of the amount of information gathered about it, Proxima B stands out as the star in which researchers are most interested. But it's not the only world that looks like Earth and could support life. So far, 55 potentially habitable exoplanets have been found in the Milky Way alone. Many more are yet to be found. We are still searching for and naming these distant worlds as our technology improves. For example, there is still a good chance that there are habitable planets in the nearby Andromeda galaxy, which has many of the same characteristics as our own. And superclusters of galaxies open up even more possibilities. Looking at the bigger picture of the universe, the Milky Way is part of the local group, which is made up of about 40 galaxies. The local group is part of the local supercluster, which contains about 100,000 galaxies. Surprisingly, there are thought to be around 10 million superclusters in the world. This calls for a thorough investigation. Even though the Milky Way isn't very big and only has 55 confirmed potentially habitable planets, just think of all the habitable and even life-bearing planets out there in the observable universe. Finding exoplanets is important because it could help us learn more about our place in the universe and answer important questions about life and existence on other worlds. By continuing to study exoplanets, we can learn about the huge diversity of planetary systems and the possibility of new forms of life beyond Earth. These findings can also help us learn more about how planetary systems form and change over time. The search for life beyond Earth has changed in very important ways. Exoplanets are important places for life to exist because they can tell us a lot about the conditions needed for life to grow elsewhere. Finally, studying exoplanets allows us to test our current ideas and theories about how planets and other celestial bodies form and change over time. This greatly improves our understanding of the universe and our place in it. Humans have always been interested in exploring the wide world, which makes us want to know more about our reality and the possibility of life beyond Earth. Finding new worlds isn't just a scientific task, it's also a philosophical one, making us think about life and whether or not something in the universe itself can support life. As we delve deeper into space exploration, our tools and technologies continue to improve, allowing us to learn things that were previously unimaginable. Recent voyages to different bodies in our solar system have given us useful information about how they work. For example, the Mars rovers have found evidence of ancient lakes and rivers, suggesting that life may have existed on the red planet in the past. Trips to the outer planets, such as the Cassini probe studying Saturn and the Juno spacecraft orbiting Jupiter, have also taught us a lot about their atmospheres, magnetospheres, suns and moons, and some of them may even be safe for life. The wide range of these situations shows how many different ways there are for life to start. Our ideas about where life might exist have also changed as we have searched for exoplanets. The Kepler program alone has found thousands of exoplanets, many of them in the habitable zones of their stars. Since these discoveries, the idea of what makes a world potentially habitable has grown. Scientists now have more things to look at, such as moons, atmospheric composition, and geological activity. One interesting thing about studying exoplanets is the idea of biosignatures, which are signs that life might be present. Scientists are working on ways to study the atmospheres of distant planets, looking for gases such as carbon dioxide, oxygen, and methane that might show signs of life. The idea that telescopes such as the planned Extremely Large Telescope, ELT, or the Roman Space Telescope could be used to search for biosignatures is exciting scientists. Such discoveries could completely change the way we think about where life exists in the world. Alongside the direct findings, the study of astrobiology has grown, looking at the conditions that might make life possible in other places. Extremophiles are creatures that can live in the harshest environments on Earth, such as hydrothermal vents and acidic lakes. Scientists study these organisms to learn more about the limits of life. This study helps us look for life in places that we thought couldn't have it, like the icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn. Enceladus and Europa are especially interesting because they have oceans below the surface that might be home to microbes. As we think about the future, living on other worlds seems more and more likely. NASA's Artemis program and SpaceX's Starship both want to send people to Mars, but they also want to keep people on the moon and beyond. These projects not only want to push the limits of what humans can do in space, but they also want to make space a stable home for humans so that they can continue to explore the solar system and beyond. Also, the idea that there might be life beyond Earth brings up important moral and intellectual questions. What does it mean for humans to meet life from other planets? How could we communicate and work together with clever beings? These questions aren't just guesses. They are very important things to think about for future tasks. Setting up rules for how to interact ethically with alien intelligence is something that both scientists and ethicists are becoming more interested in. Also, the new findings in exoplanet research make us think about what we know about planetary systems. The existence of strange planetary shapes, like hot Jupiters, gas giants that orbit very close to their stars, makes it harder to understand how planets form. These strange events make scientists rethink how planets move and how interactions with stars affect the growth of planets. People are also thinking again about the idea of the Goldilocks zone, which is a place where everything is just right for life. New research shows that life might be able to survive in more situations than was thought before. For instance, the seas below icy bodies might be stable places for living things to survive, and high-energy conditions like those around black smokers on ocean floors might also be able to support a wide range of ecosystems. A lot more people are interested in space travel now, thanks to amazing pictures taken by telescopes and stories about missions like the Perseverance rover and the James Webb Space Telescope. Social media sites let scientists share their research and interact with the public, building a group of people around the world who are interested in cosmology and space exploration.